Hi guys, and welcome back to Incredible Inverts and Other Animals with me, Phil. And I'm still doing the bug display here at Shepherd Wildlife Park. When this video comes out, it will actually be the last day of this, so this is coming out on Halloween. Spooky. So, in this video is going to be what is my personal top 10 Halloween invertebrates that I currently keep. So, there's just a personal list. But I hope you enjoy this video. Let's go ahead with the top 10 Halloween invertebrates. Okay, so number 10 on my list are Millipedes. Now, I'm including pretty much all Millipedes in this. A lot of people often confuse Millipedes for things like worms and stuff. And because they kind of decaying organic matter and stuff, they can be quite synonymous sometimes with Halloween and being a bit creepy, living in sort of dark areas, damp areas. So, of course, these aren't really all that scary at all. No, but a lot of people do sometimes get a bit freaked out by the Millipedes. So they can make a great addition to any Halloween display, especially with some of the colours of them, like the desert golds here with their gold and black markings on them. And then, of course, the more giant ones like the giant train millipedes. Some of other large species. These are always quite popular in any Halloween display. So at number 10 are all Millipedes. Okay, now number 9 is my Cashew Beetle. Now hopefully you can see why I've chosen this as part of my list, and that's because of its colours with its bright orange bands on a black body. Now orange and black of course are very much Halloween sort of colours, so that's why I chose this to be part of the Halloween display. As soon as I saw this species available, I had to get it for the display itself. And this has proven to be quite a popular beetle within the display that I'm doing, purely for the colours and its size. Now these guys mainly eat cashew saplings, as well as will eat the nuts as well. Then also this one really likes bramble, especially the woody parts of the bramble stem. It's quite active. It does have a fairly good bite on it, so I do not recommend handling this species whatsoever. I certainly don't handle it. It's got some big jaws for getting through wood. So at number 9 is the Cashew Beetle. And coming in at number 8 is the Radiant Sun Beetle. Now these are nice sized large black beetle. They've also got a bit of a spiky appearance to them that hopefully you can see. Now these guys can have a bit of a gruesome reputation as they eat all sorts of things. They'll eat fruit and veg, but they'll also feed on carrion, which is basically carcasses, so they'll feed on dead animals as well. Now these guys quite like pre-killed crickets, but also they'll take things like pinky mice, bits of chick as well. Any kind of dead animal, they will absolutely feast on it. But here in my collection, I do feed them things like dog biscuits, pre-killed crickets. I haven't yet given them anything like a pinky mouse, but maybe at some point I will. But this is the Radiant Sun Beetle coming in at number 8 on my list. Making its way to number 7 is the white spot assassin bug. Now, hopefully you can see why I've chosen this by looking at it, but also by its name, assassin. They are assassins of the insect world. They assassinate their prey, so they have what is called a rostrum. That's because these guys are true bugs, and they use that to stab their prey, so other living insects or anything they can overpower, inject them with venom, which basically digests the insect, and then they drink it alive. So it's absolutely gruesome. They can also spray their venom as well, and their white spots on them are actually basically threatening colours to warn other predators that these guys are not to be messed with, and that they are venomous. They have a venomous bite and can spray their venom, and that's all part of their coloration. So the assassin bug deserves its name assassin, but they are fantastic things. So that's why these guys are at number 7 on my list. Okay, number 6 on my list is the tailless whip scorpion, or whip spider. Now those of you who are Harry Potter fans may recognise this wee beastie, and yes, it was in the Harry Potter films. Now this guy, although it's called a tailless whip scorpion or whip spider, it is neither a scorpion or a spider. It is in its own group of indie arachnids, so it is sort of related to both. It's in its own group called the Millipedes. Now these guys are non-venomous. They catch their prey much like a praying mantis does, so they have these pincers or pedipalps right at the front which are barbed, and they use those to catch their prey. Now these guys do have 8 legs, although it looks like they've only got 6. That's because their front pair of legs have been modified into sensory organs, much like an insect's antennae. Now these guys tend to live a lot of time in caves and around caves and under bark. Coming in number 6 is the tailless whip scorpion. Okay, number 5 are cockroaches. So I'm pretty much including all cockroaches here. Now I'm a big fan of cockroaches, and as part of my display at the park I've actually got a few different species on display, including regular Madagascan hissing cockroaches, Halloween hissing cockroaches, tiger hissing cockroaches, and headlight cockroaches. Now cockroaches, you know, really synonymous with Halloween, I find. A lot of the time people do think of them being kind of horrible, you know, living in dingy, disgusting areas, pests and stuff, but nothing could be further from the truth. These are really clean animals, in fact. And one of the cleanest animals there is, far cleaner than ourselves. And they do a vital role in their ecosystems as nature's composters and nature's recyclers. But yet they are still used a lot in horror films, a lot of time to represent dark, dingy areas. So, number 5 are cockroaches. Now, coming in at number 4 is the giant armoured cricket. So I picked up a pair of these at the recent show, mainly for the Halloween display, but also to try and breed, hopefully. Now, hopefully you can see why I've chosen these guys. They have a bit of a menacing look on them, a massive head for chomping down on things. They'll eat fruits, but they'll also eat meat as well. So, and then they've got this really spiky appearance on them, on their kind of an armoured appearance as well. So they're really, really tough, and those spikes are really, really strong. So these guys are quite freaky looking, hence why I've chosen these as part of the Halloween display. And these have certainly proved to be fairly popular this year. Now these guys, again, get a bit of a gruesome reputation in their native habitats. They are seen as a bit of a pest species, but they've also been known to raid birds' nests to eat chicks. So this is the giant armoured cricket at number 4. Now number 3 are scorpions. So this is one of my giant forest scorpions, the Heterometrus longimanus. Of course I'm really choosing kind of all scorpions here. Again, another invertebrate very synonymous for Halloween. A lot of people get freaked out a bit by scorpions when they don't know about them. Now of course most scorpions are absolutely fine and really not to be frightened about, but there is something about a big black scorpion that again can be used a lot in horror films, Halloween films and stuff, and just has a bit of a spooky appearance. You know, especially things like the Heterometrus species, but also the Pandinus species as well, the emperor scorpions. You know, any big black scorpion, really, I think, really spooky looking, really lends itself to Halloween. So coming in number 3 are the scorpions. Now in second place at number 2, of course, spiders, especially tarantulas. So this has been one of the most popular individuals in the Halloween display, not just because of the tank it's in, which is made by Steve Thornton of Tarantula Testing Enclosures, but also just the size of it. So this is a mature male salmon pink bird eater. He's definitely a very good size. He loves sort of hanging around on top of the face and sits on top of the hand. That's in there as well. But of course, spiders, one of the largest phobias in the world, definitely is arachnophobia. So, and again, they're often used in a lot of horror films and Halloween sort of films to represent stuff that's scary, of course, and people often play pranks on people with fake spiders stuff. So no Halloween list would be complete without tarantulas and spiders in general being represented. So that's why they are number 2. Okay, and number 1 on my list are the giant centipedes, the Scolopendra. For a lot of people, these really do give people the heebie-jeebies a lot. Even invertebrate people. Now personally, I absolutely love centipedes. So, but they are not to be underestimated. So they are really efficient predators. Got a really powerful bite. So, and they can be really quick. So I do find it kind of understandable that some people, or a lot of people, get freaked out by giant centipedes. And this particular one is one of my Scolopendra diani. So it can be fairly defensive, fairly aggressive. So certainly not the biggest of the giant centipedes, but still a decent size. So, and these are always, again, really popular for people to try and spot within the Halloween display. So number 1 is the centipedes, or Scolopendras. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed my top 10 Halloween invertebrates. That was just my personal list from what I currently keep. And next year, it might be slightly different. Maybe you've got a different list. Let me know, what are your top 10 Halloween invertebrates, or what are your top 10 Halloween animals? Maybe that's another thing I could do perhaps next year. See things like rats and wolves and stuff. Really can be quite Halloweeny as well. But like I say, this is just my personal list for myself from my personal collection. But let me know down in the comments, what are yours? Now, if you did enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Like I say, please do put some comments down below. And if you're yet, please do click that subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications so you know next time I upload another video. But until then, stay spooky, keep safe, and keep rocking.